Hello friends, I am Nur Singh Bonda. Welcome to my channel Pharmagyan. Here I will discuss about clinic validation with regards to HBL concept, that is health based exposure limit. Previously I have discussed about calculation of a residue limit with respect to default limit, that is 10 ppm criteria, and also therapeutic dosage criteria. So let's see. The health-based exposure limit-based residue limit calculation. Now we'll see ADE-based calculation, that is acceptable daily exposure-based calculation. So the formula is residue limit equal to I by J into K by L into M, where I equal to AD of previous product, J is the largest daily dose of the next product, K is minimum base size of next product, L is shared surface area of equipments, M is swab area. So formula is AD equal to NOEL into body weight divided by UFC into PK into MF, where NOEL is no observed adverse effect level, BW is a body weight, and UFC is a composite uncertainty factor that takes into account various factors like interspecies differences, subchronic to chronic extrapolation, loyal to novel extrapolation, and completeness of data, etc. And here PK is pharmacokinetic factor, which takes into account different routes of exposure, and MF is the modifying factor that is selected by the toxicologist. So one example is given. Suppose product A has a NOEL of 50 mg in human in oral route. Uncertainty factors are as 3, that is for extrapolation from an acute route to subchronic or chronic dosing, and 5 for inter-individual variability. The modifying factor is 10, pharmacokinetic factor is 1. Product A is to be cleaned out, which has a base size of 200 kg, and next product B has a largest daily dose is 200 mg and base size is 100 kg. So calculate the residue limit of A in B, where the shared surface area between equipments is 10 lakh centimeter square and the swab area is 25 centimeter square. So putting the formula for AD, that is NOEL divided by UFC into MF into PK. Here body weight is omitted because the NOEL value is given in human. If NOEL value is calculated in some animals and the AD is to be calculated for a human, then the body weight of human is should be taken, that is 50, 60 or 70 kg is considered. So AD will be calculated as 1 by 3 mg. So I becomes 1 by 3 mg, and then residue of A and B will be 4.16 mg. Now a recent guideline, that is ASTM 3219, has established a health-based exposure limit HBL calculation by merging the HBL calculation approaches proposed by EMA, that is the European Medicines Agency, and ISP as follows: HBL equal to POD divided by FT into PKAF into alpha. Here POD is point of departure. The point of departure may be NOEL, no observed adverse effect level, or NOEL, no observed effect level, or LOEL, low observed effect level, or LOEL, that is low observed adverse effect level. And FT is the composite adjustment factors, PKF is the accumulation factor, and alpha is the viability for the route of exposure. This viability factor is used for different route of exposure. For example, if parenteral route exposure based AD based data is there, then the HBL for oral route can be calculated by taking this viability factor alpha. So now PD is permitted daily exposure based calculation. The residue limit, same formula is there, and in process of AD, here I becomes the PD. So PD is equal to NOEL into body weight divided by multiplication of 5 factors, that is F1 into F2 into F3 into F4 into F5 Noel is no observed effect level, BW is body weight, and there are 5 factors, that is F1, that is a factor for extrapolation between species. For example, F1 factor is considered as 5 for extrapolation from rats to humans. F1 is considered as 2.5 for extrapolation from rabbits to humans. F1 is considered as 3 for extrapolation from monkeys to humans, like this. And F2 is a factor that is a factor for that accounts for variability between human individuals, so that is considered generally as 10. And F3 is a factor for toxicity studies of short-term exposure. Here F3 is taken for the toxicity studies of based on the duration of the studies. So for example, F3 is taken as 1 in case of rodents if the duration of studies is done for a half of lifetime, that is 1 year in case of rodents, and in case of cats, dogs and monkeys, that is 7 years. So F4, when F4 is a factor applied in case of severe toxicity. So here the more the severe toxicity, that is more or higher the toxicity level, the more will the factor will be chosen. And F5 is a factor applied in case of absence of NOEL. If NOEL is not determined and LOEL is available, then a factor of 10 is taken generally, and if NOEL is available, then a factor of 1 is taken generally. So example of a PD based residue calculation. Suppose product A is to be cleaned and its toxicity study was done in mice for 13 weeks. NOEL is calculated as 50.7 mg per kg per day. No severe toxicity was encountered during the entire study. Next, product B has the largest daily dose as 200 mg and the base size is 100 kg. Then calculate the residue of A and B, where shared surface area between equipments is 10 lakh centimeter squares and the swab area is 25 centimeter square. So first we will calculate PD. So putting the values in the formula, we will get PD is 4.22 mg per day. Here the factors are taken as 12, 10, 5, 1 and 1, and why these factors are taken as these values is also given. That is, for example, F1 is taken as 12 to account for the extrapolation from mice to humans. Other factors are also given, and these values are taken from the guideline ICH Q3C revision 6. You can also follow that guideline for better understanding. Then one example is given for PD residue calculation. This here I becomes, that is 4.22 mg, that is PDE, and J is 200 mg, K is 100 kg, L is 10 lakh centimeter square, M is 25 centimeter squares. So by putting the values in the formula, we'll get the residue of A, we'll get the value of residue of A and B, that is 52.75 mg. Then the last criteria is LD50 based calculation. This LD50 value is generally used for those agents which does not have a dose, like cleaning agents, and here the residue limit calculation formula is same, that is I by Z into K by L into M, where I becomes LD50 into body weight by multiplication of two factors, and rest others remain the same. We'll see one example. Suppose for cleaning agent A, LD50 value is 100 mg per kg, and that is calculated for the intravenous route. Next, product B has a base size of 1000 liters, maximum daily dose as 10 ml. Consider the body weight as 60 kg, modifying factors as 1000 and 100. Shared surface area of equipment is 1,20,000 centimeters square, and swab area is 100 centimeter squares. So calculate the residue limit of cleaning agent A in next product B. Here I becomes LD50 into body weight by multiplication of two factors, so we'll get 0.06 mg, and therefore the residue limit of A and B becomes 5 mg. by putting the values in the formula. So this is all about the SVL concept. Hope you understand this. Please like and share my video. Thank you very much.